Hi, it's Linda with No Frills ASMR. So I wanted to just pop in real quick with a box I received in the mail today. It is something I ordered, so I'm hoping that it's good and that it works. I'm kind of excited. And here it is. It is a solar Wi-Fi trail camera. And I plan to hook it up to my tree in the backyard just like this. And hopefully I'll see some zebras. Just kidding. I had an incident the other day. I did a video a while back about the owl box that we built that's in the backyard. And for a lot of years, I had owls come, lay eggs, have babies. And then I had a flock of owls once, which was crazy. And this year, the owls came. I think there were 2 in the box, which usually means they're mating. But then a squirrel came and he went inside the box one day. We saw him go inside and he came back out like 30 seconds later. And after that, the owls left and we thought they were gone. And we're like, oh no, that dumb squirrel scared the owls. So then we saw an owl outside in the box about a week ago, and I had heard him. I could hear him every night making his little owl sound. And then I was out there taking the garbage cans around, and I heard a lot of ruckus sort of noise coming from the owl box, but it was too dark. I couldn't see what was happening. And so after years of talking about getting a camera like this, I finally just went for it. And this was on sale. I think it was on sale for $40, which seems like a pretty good price for night vision. So we'll see how it works. But it's kind of cool. It comes with a solar panel, and then it's like a camouflaged camera you can wrap it around a tree. And I do have a tree that kind of points towards the owl box. And it says Wi-Fi Bluetooth connection, so I assume you can watch the video on your phone. And it has a motion detection system. It says it's waterproof and a PIR sensor. I have no idea what that means. Let's see, what does it say? Waterproof trigger speed 0.2 seconds. PIR sensing. Oh, distance 70 feet. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure. Solar panel battery capacity 500, whatever. Micro SD card. Oh, I'll have to get one of those. There's probably one in my son's room. Video resolution 2.7K, 180p. Photo resolution, whatever that means. Working temperature, negative 15 Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't remember. I used to know a formula for that, but I can't remember. All right, let's see what it looks like. All right, so this is the solar panel. All right, that's pretty cool. It's like, about the size of my hand. In the photo, it definitely appears to be a lot giant. Well, maybe this camera's going to be really little, actually. Let's see. Kursanleitung. That's in German. Quick use guide. Does not support connecting to home Wi-Fi. Only supports the camera built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to connect. Okay. In test mode, the PIR is only used for testing and does not work. What? All right, let's see what it looks like. I'm excited. strap for the camera. All right, let's see what we have. We have a USB cord. We have a strap. Some connector bits. Some more connector bits. And a, what do you call it, mount. All right, that just leaves us with this. Okay, it looks freaking cool. I don't know. It has these little blue. Oh boy, I almost need like tweezers to grab it. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, my nails aren't long enough. There we go. It has these on there. Okay. It looks pretty cool, you guys. So this is like the box to hold it. Oh, okay. What does this do? Okay. Test. They said something about hitting test. Let's see, where did our book go? After turning the camera on, the screen will enter countdown, and then the camera will enter working mode. You can keep shaking your hand in front of the lens and then turn to test to see if anything was recorded. Okay, let's do it. I'll just go like that. How do you turn it on? Shot, okay. Is this on? Okay. Turn the camera on. Oh. PRI is preparing 65. No, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take off. So what's happening? Anything? And then it says put in test. I'm a little owl. Okay. And then what? Switch to test mode. Camera 1 to shake your hand test to see if anything was recorded. How do I know if it was recorded? Replay. How about that? No file exists. Menu. Menu. I can see that I'm going to have to read this here booklet because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, we'll just turn it on. Let's close it back up. And then, so it has little red lights, I guess. Now, my son was concerned that if I had night vision isn't really working in the dark. It puts off some kind of light that, like, you can't see as a human, I think. But an owl might see it. So he wasn't sure that to an owl it wouldn't look like having a bright light on him. But I thought I'll try it and see what happens overnight. What do we do? I don't know how this works. All right, I'm going to have to research this, guys. But if I get any video I can share with you, I will. On replay. I guess I gotta get the card. Where do you put the SD card? Maybe I'll get my son to come over and help me. I'll show him a picture of this. You'll be excited, I think. DC input. I don't see the SD cards, but it's like hard plastic. I mean, it seems pretty solid. For like $40, if it works, I'm going to be kind of impressed, I think. Let's see. Is this how you plug this in? Yeah, I guess so. And then you can let that just get the sunlight. That's pretty neat. I think it's pretty cool. All right. I'll have to mess with it more. I just want to share that with you. Oops. So there's that. Put all that stuff aside for now. The other thing I have to do today is I was thinking of putting a little of this Butcher Block conditioner on these. I meant to bring a towel up with me, but I forgot, so I'll just use paper towel. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, what does it say? Oh, I forgot. Usually I heat this up. Shake gently before using. Apply with a clean soft cloth. Let stand at least 1 hour if possible or overnight. Sometimes I put this in warm water to let it, turn liquidy. But we'll just use like this. It'll be fine. At least I'll try it on one of these. These are just wood spoons I bought at IKEA. Because I'm trying to change out all of anything that's plastic in my kitchen for wood. And just because of the microplastics, I keep reading more and more about how bad microplastics might be. And I knew this from long ago because there was I don't remember if it was Radio Lab or one of those podcasts, talked about these, biologists who work at the lakes. I don't remember which lake it was, but I love my lakes. And they found that the fish all had, like a lot of them had tons and tons of microplastics in their fat and in their muscle. And when I say microplastics, I mean like little tiny bits of plastic. But then when they found some, fished, recently dead fish, they cut them open and their bellies were just full of these plastic beads. And apparently, this is crazy, they used to make that face wash that had little round beads that would supposedly exfoliate your skin, And those things would go through the water system and just get cleaned, the first step of cleaning, but then they take out any of the solids and basically throw them out into the waterway, I guess. I think that's how it worked. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But so the fish were getting these little beads and thinking they were fish eggs, is what the theory was, I think. And so they'd eat them. And so they were eating all these microbeads. So it was in that, and then they said the micro fleece blankets people use. Those they let off every time you wash them little tiny particles of plastic, and that would get all in the water, and the fish would think those are like little baby fish or something and eat those. Who knows why fish are eating what they eat, but so it would be in all the fish, and then people eat the fish, and the food chain works like that. So anyway, I'm just trying to cut down on my plastics that get into my body. All right. My throat is messy. That's why my voice is not very good. Sorry about that. I'm sure it's not super soothing right now at all. I don't know. It's a stupid cold. All right, shake gently. Apply this clean, soft cloth. Let stand at least 1 hour, or if possible, overnight. It is possible. I could do that. All right, so I'll put it on thick and let it stand overnight and then wipe it off, I think. And this is like food safe. You can use it on your cutting wood, whatever. All right, got that job done. Take a sip of water. Can't get enough water right now. All right. Let's see the only other thing I thought I might show you. Ew, sticky. I stopped by the library. Hold on. I'm reaching down. Hold on, I'm coming. Here I come. Okay. And I went to the, they have like a used book area. And I bought this, which is The Adventures of Ulysses. I don't know why. I thought maybe, because this is so old that it's probably, you can read it. I can read it. So I thought maybe in like maybe 3 or 4 parts, I could read this whole book. But I don't know if that's anything that would be very interesting to anybody or not. But if you think it might, I could do that. But I might wait for my voice to not be so sketchy. And then they had this, which I just thought would be kind of fun to look at. It's Legends, the Century's Most Unforgettable Faces. And this book was 50 cents. And this was $1. I was like, oh, that's a deal. Sorry, I'm drinking water. I was not going to get it. And then she said it's $1. I was like, oh, okay. I will get that. So we can look at all the pictures. That's Truman Capote. There was a show I haven't watched yet about him and all the women. What was it called? I forget. Anyway, so we can look through that. And then I got this book. Hold on. Because I've long thought about doing a video all about Mount St. Helens. Because it's an interesting story. And I did go there pretty, soon after the eruption. So I thought that might be just to go along with that video to look at pictures and stuff. So this was actually more expensive than these. It was $2, which I was like, wow, that's pricey. And then I bought this one, which is really kind of why I went there, to the library, because I did a video just recently on Yellowstone, and just today actually, and I talked about the buffalo. So I went to Yellowstone. No, I went to the library looking for a book about the buffalo out west, and there are these pictures where they stack up all the buffalo skulls, and it's insane. It's insane. So I wanted to find a book that had that picture, but I don't think I did find that. But I found this one. And I kind of like it. It's a Time Life book, and it's raised. Like, you hear that? It's kind of like bumpy, like leather, and then shiny. And what I kind of like about it is it reminded me of, as a kid, there used to be commercials for this book, and they'd say, like, you'll learn about the greatest gunslinger of the Old West. He shot, what did they used to say? He shot 37 men. I forget. Oh my God. I can't remember now. But anyway, it does have the gunslingers in here. About the railroads. I don't know. We'll see. I know at the commercial side it said, he was so mean, he shot a man just for snoring. I was like, I need to find out about this guy. Yeah, here, look. Okay. So, you know what, you guys, now that I'm looking at this book, I almost think I already bought this book once. Did I already do this? This looks too familiar. Now I have to go look on my bookshelf. No, I don't know. But it has all the different, what were they called? The gangs from the Old West and stuff. That seems fun to me. Like, this is Billy the Kid. So, gunfighters, that's the word I'm looking for. So we could look through that one day. And see. I don't know. Soldiers. Yeah, during the Civil War. Men in rank. Saguaro cactus. The Native Americans. Where's that? That looks like Samuel Clemens. Mark Twain. Artwork. So I think it'll be fun. We can look through this. Okay. Oh, look, it has a little timeline and then the Navajo rug. So I think that'll be fun. Well, let me know if any of these interest you. Especially, should I do this or not? I don't know. I can't decide. I don't think I would click on it, but I wouldn't mind reading it. So I don't know if other people would like that or not. Look, it has this map. That's cool. Of where he went. I like that. Land of the Dead. The Wandering Rocks. Maybe I'll record part of that tomorrow. Maybe so. Alright guys, well that was a mixed match of a video. But thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. The Adventures of Ulysses. Ulysses escapes the Cyclops, a horrible one-eyed killer, but ahead lie greater dangers, more terrifying monsters. Circe, the beautiful witch who turns men into pigs. The tree monsters, cannibal giants that look like trees. The sirens, hideous bird women who lure sailors to their